Welcome back. I'm celebrating a birthday today. It's the channel's 3-month birthday. I did a 1-month update, and this video is more for you all out there with new YouTube channels. I hope you're keeping track of your progress. This is basically my legacy historical notation of where I was at the 3-month birthday, the 3-month period. It was actually yesterday. So I just happened on, out of curiosity, what day I started this channel. It was October 17th, 2024. It is now January 17th, 2025. So I went back and I rewatched that 1-month update for What's Up Boomer. At the conclusion of that first month, I had over 6,000 views for that in that first month. 380 watch hours. Now, that's one of the benchmarks that I think as a new YouTuber we all follow, because we need 4,000 for monetization. And it's been my impression that most people that are starting YouTube channels that are doing YouTube are doing so with the hope that they will be monetized. The good thing about the monetization is there's a lot of different ways you can do it. While it is not my primary, nor is it most of theirs, that I get the indication, don't go into YouTube as I'm going to make money, but you want to offer something that of value, and that can translate in the future into, a financial reward. As of yesterday, 3 months, the 17th of January, here's the numbers at that first 90 days. I've had 12,000 plus views, so that's basically double. I'm presently at 356 subs, and at that rate, I would have or meet the 1,000 sub requirement in the first year. I think if it continued at this rate, I'd have about a little over 1,500 subs. So that's kind of good, that steady growth. Now, one thing that is it's not depressing, but it's like I see so many YouTubers out there, and I think if you're a new YouTuber, if you've got yourself a channel, you see people getting monetized in the first week, 2 weeks, month, 3 months. They've got, they have thousands of subscribers. And in looking at some of those, I mean, they're not doing anything super special. They've just had something that resonated. And usually it's 1 or 2 videos that actually got them to that point. So I find that still encouraging. And if it's a slow, steady growth for me, that's really fine with me, because developing the niche, I'm really more clear as to what this will ultimately, what direction I will ultimately focus on at this point than I was at 1 month, and I think that's normal. And I'm still under the belief and guidance of the fact that you don't really get concerned about that for at least or about 100 videos. The watch hours, which I had about 803 as of yesterday, the goal, again, going for 4,000 at this rate between now and October, I'd only have about 3,200 hours. But one of the things I think that will pick up is I'll get better at my videos. And boy, do in critiquing my videos, my own self-analysis, I just see so many types of things I can do better and will get better. I think that's going to lead to better watch time, better engagement. And I'm hopeful, as well as I think I can do that within the first years, hit the 4,000 watch hour requirement, which is the milestone goal. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. How am I feeling now after 90 days? Well, it was such a tremendous feeling to know that I just started. I made the first video, I edited, I learned some things, and I just posted it. I'm actually, because of the steps that you work through as you learn, you either get overwhelmed by failure or a multitude of negativity, or you get inspired. And overall, I feel good. I'm having fun with this. I have new plans and new goals as far as the direction. I'm excited about trying some other things. Now, I remain committed to my initial goals of doing the channel. Number 1 being legacy. Number 1, sort of making a video documentation that becomes a historical document, primarily for the kids, the family, and the grandgirls and grandson. And they've already, of the few that they've watched, again, not really being entertained by what I'm talking about, but being entertained by me and see me on TV. These are kind of fun things you do. But yeah, the legacy is definitely something that it's worthwhile. I know this will provide future legacy activities for the family. I want to note at this point, in terms of my growth in the channel, is the technology I'm using very simple technology. I'm real happy with the iPhone. It happens to be a 16 Plus. I'm happy with CapCut, using as my editing platform. I'm happy with the mic that I'm not using today, but learning more, again, how to tweak the editing, the audio, to make that much better, because I'm still not nearly as satisfied. I'm also trying now the framing. I hope today is a little better than when I sit at the table. Someone pointed this out as a very legitimate suggestion for improvement. And yeah, just to be more aware of how you frame yourself with the video. Make it easier to look or watch, I think. Where am I going? What would I like to do in the future? Here's some plans. Here's some ideas I have going forward. I want to obviously continue to share stories, memories, legacy, and I enjoy channels that people share their hobbies. There's a new YouTuber out there that is now going to pursue, and her channel is about 70 videos in, but she's doing what did she call it? A redirect, so to speak. And she's changing it to calligraphy and pursuing her art. And I just think that's what she's going to focus on now. I think that she's found possibly her niche. And I think she could develop an audience very successfully on that. And I think what's cool about that is it's something she has a passion for, and I think that's going to come through. Now, I don't know where, again, I'm going with all this. My life is a myriad of things that I'm doing, and it does seem to kind of focus and built around sort of, living retirement without the nest egg. So in the past year, one of the ideas I had, and where I'm going with this is I think I'll share the journey now going forward, just to see if it will do what I had hoped it would do. I was trying to think of ways I could just make an extra couple $100 a month. And what do I really enjoy doing? What do I enjoy collecting? And that would be coffee mugs. And you know that about me if you've watched this channel a little bit. So I want to share with you, I've been collecting coffee mugs with the intent of then putting them on eBay and, selling them, pick up an extra. It's just my time. I hate shopping, but I really find myself enjoying going out and finding and collecting these mugs. Now, initially I collected them for myself, but it got a little out of hand. And then I started thinking, if I put together an eBay store of, saving coffee mugs and make a few bucks off each one, it would be viable that you could make a few extra $100 a month. It would be fun, spending a few hours a week just doing this. Now, I never started it because, I learned a lot about the things you go through with having an eBay. And but here's the thing. I think I'm going to do it. I have hundreds of mugs. I might as well at least liquidate those and share with you my experience in doing that. So I think what I'll do, and it'll help motivate me to do it, because I can tell you right now 10 different things of why I don't want to do it after learning about using eBay and working and doing all the things it takes to sell these things. I'm not sure it will be worth my time, but you know what? I'm not going to be able to say that definitively until I do it. So I think that's one of the things I might share are these projects or hobbies with the intent to make a few $100 supplemental income a month and share it with you. Now, what I'm really excited about is direction for the channel, maybe going in the form of reminiscing, nostalgia, stories, or activities. More on that as we go. And interviews. And so I'd like to have, I've thought about a couple different things, either one-on-one or maybe have 2 or 3 of us get together all online on a platform that I'm trying to determine what to use, and where we come and we discuss, we talk about our lives, the past, answer questions from, we've been asked by our families, or to encourage others to share these things with their families. So it's kind of kills two birds with one stone. We're talking about our lives, what it was like growing up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. What is it we did? How is it our lives have turned out? What were our best decisions? What were our worst decisions? Whether that be, and these would be just specific to us. And in sharing that information, I think it might be interesting for other boomers as well as other people, younger people, to in a positive way, learn from their elders. All right, I hope that was quick. I'll edit it down if it wasn't. I wanted to just share the 3-month anniversary, the birthday of What's Up Boomer YouTube channel. Let's get together and think about having a chat that we can share with other YouTubers, as well as our community of other retirees and people that look to us. Let's give them a reason to either say, okay, boomer, or shut up, boomer, or let them roll their eyes, or have them go, whoa, all right. I never thought about that before, or I never understood that maybe I can do that now. I've had a good time so far. I plan to have a better time going forward. Lots of things coming up.